Isn't it weird how we say like eat ass? You don't actually. It'd be gross if you actually ate it. You know what I mean? Like bit it off and chewed it and swallowed it.
Okay.
Why do we say ate?
But also like when you fall, you say they ate ass.
Or ate shit?
Ate shit.
Yeah.
I've never heard
that
anyone
makes
say,
more
"Oh
sense."
man, I ate ass." When they fall.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh no, I gave somebody a rim job. Oh wait, I mean it fell.
History Defeats Itself is a comedy podcast. Kevin, John, and Greg are not experts, historians, or even all that smart.
Hello and welcome to History Defeats Itself. My name is Kevin Rosenquist. Thank you for joining us. We are a comedy podcast that wonders why we as humans never learn from our history. I am joined by my two co-hosts, the two men who tore Mark Zuckerberg's ACL while sparring, John Banks and Greg Mitchell.
Also, that day we both performed episiotomies.
On Mark?
No. Just
on each
random
other?
people who were having babies in the audience.
That'd be awesome if we were just a episiotomy specialists and we came around with this big Batman belt.
I think
and we
I
just
think
had
they're
different
called doctors.
Whatever.
I mean, yeah.
Tomato. I'm not going to be able to fucking do that. But I mean, if you had your belt and you just had a bunch of different size pairs of scissors,
Don't they use a scalpel?
whatever. I'm not a doctor, dude.
No,
I don't know.
Not. But you could have been because you were a psychology major. So how you doing, Kevin?
That was insulting.
That was insulting. I liked it. I'm good. Happy to be
Smartest.
with you two, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Things are good. Can't complain. The holidays are upon us.
Which
There's that.
holidays?
Well, this is after Halloween. I feel like is kind of the start of the holiday season. Thanksgiving's right around the corner, and then
Not till the end of the month. Let's not push it too fast.
end of the month. So Thanksgiving doesn't count as the holidays.
Hey,
It is, but
before
it's not,
Thanksgiving, we have Veterans Day coming up on the 11th.
We do.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
another one.
Veterans
Yeah.
Day.
There's Arbor Day coming up on
on the Arbor.
on
My
Arbor.
son's birthday is coming up.
Oh, when's that?
It's the November 21st.
Oh, that's the day before my son's birthday.
Oh, it's big three, man. About to be a three-nager.
Oh man.
That's a
Yeah.
fun age. People just say that at any age.
They totally do, don't they?
Yeah.
It's like, that's a
great
fun
age.
age. He's a month old. There's nothing fun about it.
Yeah.
He just shits all the time.
But isn't he
Cries.
surprised though every time he shits?
No, just cries.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when it comes down to it, that's what you realize that's the basic bare bones life. Shitting and crying. It's everything else is just added. You don't,
Okay.
you don't really need it. Maybe eating, shitting, crying.
Why is the crying a necessary part?
Well,
Wait.
people need to know you shit.
If people need to know what you want. Yeah, okay. All right.
Well,
So is that what you do when you shit, Greg? You just keep crying?
That's depends. Sometimes because it's beautiful.
Oh.
And other times because I need more fiber in my diet.
Or you're out of toilet paper.
Mm-hmm.
You just cry until someone brings you more.
Do you guys run out of toilet paper? Because I haven't run out of toilet paper since I was 9.
Yes.
You run out of toilet paper. You mean what?
Like I
what
don't
are you
ever
talking
like.
about?
No, I always have enough.
Do you think we're
I always-
irresponsible when it comes to toilet paper consumption?
I think everyone should be. You're talking about it's the cleanliness of your butthole we're talking about here.
Yeah, we're adults. We're not going to run out of toilet paper unless there's an emergency.
I don't
know
mean to
that's
throw
true.
my wife under the bus, but she doesn't listen. I don't think she listens to the show anymore anyway. She's not the best at replacing when it's low.
Neither is Courtney.
You know
Like
what my
Courtney
wife does?
Not a skill she possesses.
You know what my wife likes to do? So say we're getting down to the roll that's on the spool and she's pulling it, you know what I mean? Like using some. She leaves like a little bit left on there and then she grabs the next roll and just kind of peels off some of that and leaves it unglued. And I could tell because it's not the factory seal on that roll. So I'm like, are you trying to tell me you're so fucking lazy that how long does it take to change out a roll of toilet paper? 3 seconds?
I don't
mean,
know.
maybe
I
if
don't
that
know how.
spring
wait.
Maybe
Okay,
if that
hang
spring
on.
gets carried away, boing,
I'm
shoots
getting a
across the
little.
room.
So she takes some off and puts it on the other one, so she doesn't have to
put it
change.
on.
No.
She just pulls it off the next roll without changing out the roll.
That's right. She pulls it off the new roll
Oh, gotcha.
because she doesn't want to. Oh my god! Can you imagine?
And then what does she do? Put the new roll back?
Yeah,
So
because
Courtney
it's
does
like
this thing.
it's on a shelf behind her. toilet.
Courtney does this
okay.
thing where she will push the trash down and keep pushing it down and pushing it down until eventually when I take the trash bag out. And here's the thing, like I don't give a shit about taking out the trash. I don't like if she never wants to do it, she can just say like, hey, would you take the trash out? And I'll take it out. But she doesn't do that. She pushes it down until the bag weighs 97 pounds
Yeah.
and it's going to rip in half. So
Yeah,
I
you
literally
pull it, or you pull it out of the thing and it catches something and it like.
well, so now what I do is every time I just take the whole trash can out to the bin and then I just kind of like dump it out because I don't want it to rip because that's happened to me too many times and I learned my lesson.
Welcome to History Defeats Itself, where we complain about our wives.
What you
for
should
30
do-
to 45 minutes.
Take that trash can and just dump it on her head while she's sleeping.
Yeah,
No,
that would do it.
I'm afraid of her.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not. We're not saying that it wouldn't have repercussions. We're just saying that you should do it.
And I want our listeners to know the only reason I have the balls to say anything because I know she doesn't listen to the show. Like
Yeah.
if I thought there was a chance she was going to listen to this, never. I would never say anything.
You know what else Jennifer does in the bathroom that's weird? Besides the typical stuff, like every once in a while she'll like if she goes number one, she might not send it down because we all learn that there's a water shortage.
It's yellow, let it mellow, right?
Right. When she takes the toilet paper off the roll, she folds it into like a perfect square to use it on her body. I don't know really where it goes because I don't understand female genitalia that well. But all I know is
I think they dab their forehead.
Yeah,
I think that's how it goes.
She just blows her nose. She doesn't have to do anything else.
Yeah, after they pee, that's what they do.
Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah,
they dab their forehead and then they go to the nose.
Uh-huh.
Okay, because it's always a perfect square or rectangle that I see in the like me. I just fucking wad shit up and make it
you
like
just grab the
overlap
whole
and
roll and
yeah, yeah, right. I get one wipe per roll.
He actually uses a stick. He's got a poop stick that he just kind of scrapes it around and then he goes on his life and then he basically uses his underwear as the turd catcher.
Okay, well, we went off the rails here a little bit.
Literally.
Greg's topic this week. So, Greg, let's not talk shit anymore, please.
Well, John, Kevin, good news. Today we're talking about toilet paper.
Charmin versus
and Jen's
another brand.
And Jen's what do you call that? Origami toilet paper.
Jen's origami toilet paper.
How many how advanced is toilet paper technology so they can get as many rolls as possible on a single roll, right? Because you got mega rolls and then you got super mega rolls. Like, when are they going to have 13 rolls on one roll?
This is the equivalent of 27 rolls.
I love that. How what do you think is the best animal to fold into an origami style for complete butt wipage? Is it like
crane.
a swan?
It's a crane.
A crane?
No,
Because a crane gets its
Yeah.
head all the way in there.
Yeah.
Have you guys had this discussion before?
Nope.
No.
How did you both come up with crane?
Well, he said it first, and then I agreed with him.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
and cranes are very origami. It's a classic origami creature.
Huh.
Or whatever. Okay, guys, let's get to the actual topic. Sorry. So I was reading this article as one might do in their free time, maybe doing some research for the old HDI podcast, and I happened upon something that was quite disturbing. I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not, but there is something called climate change happening. If you talk to John Banks about it, he'll give you a negative slant on it.
I will.
If you talk to Kevin Rosenquist, he's going to ask you how it affects his bangs. Talk to Greg Mitchell, he's going to do something last minute for his topic.
To
answer your question about the bangs, it's really humidity driven.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, it's moisture.
It's moisture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good point. Well, with changes in our climate, and I'm not, you deniers are kind of going crazy about this, but there really are things happening, and the WHO has come out and said, what the World Health Organization, they've come out and said that we are going to be experiencing a rising amount of cases of dengue virus as well as severe dengue. So, gentlemen, let's talk about what's going to happen to us and what dengue virus does to people, how it's transmitted, how it was discovered, the history, and how to kind of increase our outlooks towards future of maybe avoiding illness.
I think
from
this is
dengue
going to be
virus.
more disturbing than the shit talk we were doing earlier.
Could be.
Yeah.
I hope so. One can only hope.
Dengue does give you diarrhea, so
All
you're
comes full circle.
If you're lucky, that's all you get is diarrhea.
yeah.
So, guys, I think we should, like we've done these episodes before where we all kind of do like similar topics. So I think, John, you probably need to take IBS.
I'll take Crohn's disease.
And yeah, you take Crohn's disease. And I'd appreciate it if someone cut out track of their small intestines just to be thorough.
Can I, instead of doing the podcast or instead of picking the topic, if I'm going to do IBS, can I just videotape my own miserable IBS?
God, John, you and I would probably get along just great because
I'll do like a 2 minute. I'll do myself over a whole day, and then I'll cut it up into a 2-minute video, and you guys can see in real time.
Do you
Can I
guys
tell
ever
you-
associate the Del Taco with the IBS?
No, it'd be Taco Bell.
Oh,
Yeah. Del Taco, you're completely clean. It doesn't do that to you.
Did you
How
know
dare you.
because Del Taco is 100% organic?
It is.
so you're saying if you eat organic Mexican food, you'll never get the shits?
Because it's the quality of the meat that actually gives you the diarrhea.
Okay.
I think it's all the fat.
That's
And-
that's what I'm saying. So it's high fat, low.
So you're saying that Del Taco only uses like 96 for
they use
kind of beef?
100% Wagyu. Is that how you say it?
They do.
Yeah.
Wagyu.
They use cheese imported from France.
Mhm.
It's very. I don't know how they manage.
I think
to
they call
stay-
it cheddar.
Yeah.
And the good news is the Wagyu
All-
beef.
All
They buy it-
locally grown organic vegetables.
Yeah.
The Wagyu beef, they actually send their Del Taco employees to go talk to the cows while they're in the pasture and just tell them how cute they are. And they give them massages and, they
And
play
then
with
some
their,
guy named
they play
Vinny
with
pops
their
them in the
cow
back of the head.
clitorises and stuff.
Jesus. What the fuck?
So wait, so
Why
I know
did you?
They do. That's how Wagyu at Del Taco is so delicious. And plus they get really
Okay.
good Wagyu because they buy it in really good volume.
Yeah. Well, that would be.
They pick it up in volume. Okay,
You'd be proud because so Sheena she saw Queen last night, the band with Adam Lambert as Freddie Mercury.
Oh,
okay,
that's
'cause I'm
great.
just like
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury died.
Yeah.
So that would be a terrible
Breaking
concert.
news, Kevin.
But yeah,
You'll never know who she's going to go see tomorrow. Beethoven.
yeah. Jimi Hendrix is opening. But anyway, she got home late, and when I went to throw something away this morning, when I was making coffee, there was a
Was
Del
it the
Taco-
bag of trash that was in the trash can? Oh no, that's John.
There was a Del Taco bag in the trash can. Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything. Could have been in her car later. Maybe she helped a homeless person out, and they didn't want the bag. They just wanted the contents in the bag. Like you don't know. Don't go throwing stones just yet, there, buddy.
I'm not throwing stones.
I think it's great if she actually ate it.
I think she did, and I just thought you guys would be proud.
Was she gassy at 4 a.m?
Have you not been able to talk to her about that since?
That's not really a topic that I, was really anxious to talk about.
Okay.
Did you feel betrayed?
No,
I think what I think is weird. I think it's
right
weird.
off the highway.
I gotta get going with dengue, boys.
Hold on. So I think it's weird, Kevin, that you saw Del Taco in the trash can, and immediately you didn't make the assumption that she was having an affair with either Greg or myself.
Oh, good point.
It's insulting.
There was Del Taco and a 24-inch long beard hair. And Kevin's like, "Oh, I can't believe that Sheena's just eating Del Taco, all namby-pamby."
It was really weird when John got up off the couch and left too. That was strange.
I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna be late for work. I gotta go to California.
I have to go to the airport. Just like, see you, John. We're recording tonight, right?
You didn't think it was weird that I was John's Uber driver either, did you?
You were his airport shuttle.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
all right.
Dengue.
That was good.
Weehaw! Dengue is a viral infection that spreads from mosquitoes to people. It's more common in tropical and subtropical climates as opposed to where it's hot, like Southern California.
But I don't think that's because here's the thing, right? If people
It can spread everywhere.
if people are going to continue to have sex with mosquitoes, they're going to continue to get dengue fever. So
Good point.
Yeah,
It
that's
doesn't
really
really matter
not
where they are.
That's not climate based. That can
No, I
happen
think it's-
anywhere.
I think it is climate based because the closer you are to a tropical environment, the more likely you are to be wearing a bikini, and that turns the mosquitoes on.
that's true. That's
And then it's really hard to say no to a mosquito in heat.
no.
But what I live in Colorado. I mean, what if there's mosquitoes that are kind of like into snow bunnies?
Well, those are.
They're horny, so they'll probably fuck them too.
I will say mosquitoes will fuck anybody anywhere.
Yeah, mosquitoes are pretty equal opportunity.
Yeah.
They'll fuck you up, is what they'll do.
The whole race of them is pansexual. There's the mosquito. They just have no preference. They
That's
just
a good point.
Good for them.
Yeah.
They also don't use pronouns.
Progressive.
they're just all mosquito. That's
They're mosquito. They don't go by he, she, or they.
Nope.
They're just mosquito.
mosquito.
That mosquito really fucked me last night. Luckily, his penis was the exact same size as Kevin's, and nobody noticed anything.
Oh, nobody will get that because they don't have
In the
the pictures.
pregame, we talked about Kevin's micro penis.
Yeah, Greg was drawing dicks because that's what Greg does. And he drew a large one and a teeny tiny one.
The large
And he-
one represented mine.
He wrote Greg under the big one and he wrote Kevin under the teeny tiny one. Because that makes Greg feel more like a man.
I was
Let's
not
just put it
represented.
this-
And let's
Let's
be
just-
honest, he needs all the help he can get.
He does.
That's right. And let's just put it this way. The size of Kevin's penis was smaller than the dot I used to dot Kevin. I and Kevin.
All right. Well, that was a nice trip down memory lane.
Most people who get dengue won't even have symptoms, so I don't even know why I'm doing this fucking episode. But for those that do, the most common symptoms are high fever, headache, body aches, nausea, and a
Nausea?
rash.
Okay,
Hey,
so
can people die from dengue?
Oh, fuck yeah, you can.
but here's the thing, right? Other than the rash part, the other first 4 symptoms you said, that's everything.
Yeah.
If you look at any disease, bacteria, like it's fatigue, joint pain, fever, headache, that like COVID, right? It was like, oh, if you have these symptoms, but it's like that could also be a cold or the flu.
Yeah, that's like every illness ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's more, so just let me go on,
I'm
okay?
sorry.
Because there are some distinguishing characteristics, okay?
Can
And
you, can you
unlike what
speed
you're
this up?
talking about, as far as the cold goes, if you get multiple, I guess, infections of dengue, symptoms get progressively worse. So it's not like it's fun, okay? It's not like you're diminishing people that suffer from dengue. It fucking kills a lot of people. And since there's climate change, we're going to be dealing with a hell of a lot more people.
Well, first of all, I don't like your I wasn't denigrating anybody. I was saying
Oh,
that-
you're a denigrator.
No, well, I guess if anything, I'm denigrating the people who come up with the symptoms. like pick some different symptoms, man. Like,
Yeah.
give us a better roadmap.
He's
because-
actually denigrating God, I think. Like, come on, God. Like,
Yeah.
why does every illness have to have the same shit?
Yahweh.
Okay. Fair. I take everything back.
Oh wow, that's first.
Most people don't have symptoms, but for those who do, blah, 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 most will also get better in 1 to 2 weeks. Some people develop severe dengue and need to go to hospital. In severe cases, dengue can be fatal. That means you die from it. A little tiny fucking asshole mosquito that doesn't even have pronouns could fucking kill you just because they transmit a disease from one person to
How
the
many
other.
people die of dengue per year?
I'm getting there. So
Oh.
let's just leave a
Can I-
couple of things
Do you-
for...
how many?
Well, it's taking forever to
How
get
many
anywhere.
Do
That's
you know how
because
many-
you assholes want to talk about Del Taco and your wife going to see Queen. We would have been there already, Kevin.
Oh, Kevin Bird, he got you.
I just wanted to share the Del Taco thing. I thought you would be happy.
Don't say it in such a fucking whiny, innocent
And
voice.
then you turned it around and made it seem like my wife
It's
was
your fault.
having an affair.
She's not having an affair.
No, I
She just
wasn't-
likes to enjoy food after you're sleeping.
I wasn't saying she was having an affair. I was saying it's very offensive to Greg and I that you wouldn't assume. At least like let that play out in your mind a little bit. Like
I
immediately.
gotta be honest, not even a little. No,
Which is
not
why
one time.
I'm offended.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, no, I
I
understand.
don't think we're huge threats to Kevin.
Wow, might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Yeah, I don't
Especially
think so.
because I have a penis that's a 1,000th the size of yours.
Some people.
I don't even think you can measure it in those.
I'm not sure you
Like,
can either. Does
yeah.
the scale to which those are drawn?
Some people call it a sympathy penis.
It's basically like like imagine me on a planet, and that would be like the planet would be Greg's dick, and I would be Kevin's penis. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, that would be the scale.
Or just imagine Kevin's penis on a planet really, really far away from us.
Just imagine Kevin standing on Jupiter. All right, he's naked. All right,
And that's how small his penis is.
And even the fucking aliens that are on Jupiter are like, man, that's a really small penis, Kevin.
they were like, we were going to study you, but
Yeah, there's no need.
not much to study here.
It's just
They
no
can't
need.
even they can't even communicate in English. They basically are just pointing at his crotch
And
area
laughing.
and laughing.
Mhm.
And that's the universal language of you got a small dick, Kevin.
Do you know switching gears
Wouldn't
here?
it be funny if he had a really, really, really tiny dick like that, but humongous balls?
Yeah, that actually would be funny. That'd be comical. Yes.
Yeah, it would be a little weird.
It would be a little
It's
weird.
like he's a squirter because his balls are so big.
Well, if he orgasmed, like, how's it going to come out? Like, it's not good. It's a
Mm-mm.
problem.
I know how many. To answer your question, I do know how many people die per year from mosquitoes. Not necessarily dengue, but there's 20 million people a year who die from mosquitoes.
Between like malaria and dengue and
between all,
everything else.
there's like
Wow,
450
damn, dude.
something mosquito viruses now. That they can.
We still get cases of West Nile here. Like
Yeah.
I'll get alerts and stuff saying that there's been a
I,
you know,
I
and then they'll do the spraying for mosquitoes and
I'm
stuff.
surprised. I thought you guys were so high up that you couldn't.
It's not a lot, but
Yeah.
we do. Yeah.
Because I know in Colombia, that was the thing about Bogota has no mosquitoes, even though it's a tropical climate because of the elevation.
Yeah. Oh, we had real bad mosquitoes. We had a lot of rain this year, so we had real bad mosquitoes. So I got all sorts of dengue.
Well,
Dengue all day, son.
I was shitting everywhere.
that was just voluntary because you don't really have to shit that much.
The whole-
You're like, I have dengue. Is this? He goes to the doctor. He's like, is this the thing where you shit all the time? They're like, no. Pull up your pants. You're in a waiting room. We'll see you soon. You're in Kohl's.
For the last time.
We sell discount clothing. That's what we do.
This is a Goodwill. Why?
Kevin's like, I have a toothache. Is that what? Am I supposed to be shitting everywhere? I'm shitting everywhere.
How many people die a year? Did you say that already?
No, he won't tell us.
Oh, right. He's gonna get to
I
that.
gotta
He's gonna
lead
get to
something
that.
for suspense. Okay, let's go. Symptoms. Bingo. So, symptoms usually occur 4 to 10 days after infection and last from 2 to 7 days. They may include high fever, severe headache, pain behind the eyes, muscle and joint pains, nausea, vomiting, swollen glands, rash. Nowhere does it say diarrhea, Kevin, so you're fucked. Individuals who are infected for a second time are at greater risk of severe dengue. Severe dengue symptoms often come after the fever has gone away. And they are severe abdominal pain, persistent vomiting, which is way less fun than occasional vomiting, which is
Occasional vomiting is a blast.
it's a party.
I throw up all
Rapid
the time.
breathing.
Have we had this
which
conversation?
Next to persistent vomiting, I think rapid breathing is not a big deal. Bleeding gums or nose, fatigue, restlessness, blood in vomit or stool, not great. Being very thirsty, which admittedly is not that big of a fucking deal compared to blood in your vomit or stool. Pale and cold skin, so you look like Kevin, and feeling weak, so you are Kevin.
I actually have a lot of these symptoms.
I was going to say, so if you simultaneously had a hangover, stomach cancer and a cold or like the flu, then you may assume you have dengue fever
Why'd you say stomach cancer? Because of the abdominal pain?
because of the blood in the stool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's what that means?
I mean, well, if you have, I mean, you should, here's the thing. I am not an expert, but if you have blood in your stool, go to your doctor now.
Okay, unrelated topic. I have to go now.
Gonna swing by Del Taco.
For one last ride.
God, that's weird. Poor Kevin's doctor. Kevin's such a hypochondriac. He's always coming in there with dengue fever.
It's true.
Dengue. Most cases of dengue fever can be treated at home with pain medicine. Preventing mosquito bites is the best way to avoid getting dengue.
Oh,
No.
gee, thanks.
No shit, asshole who wrote this article that I read
Yeah,
4 minutes ago.
So
There's
now I gotta cover myself with DEET.
That's right. Which is really good for you, I heard.
Because none of the other ones fucking work. So, I mean, like...
The citronella really works well for me.
it doesn't do shit for me.
Well,
It doesn't work well for me either.
I don't think I have like if I'm by myself, I'll use the DEET stuff. But if I'm with Courtney, because Courtney like they go to her like crazy, so I just do a little citronella, and she's my she's my mosquito repellent.
Yeah, they just go right to her. Yeah, they love me too, so I can relate.
It's kind of like if a bear is chasing you, you push her down and she catches all
Yeah,
the
that's
mosquitoes.
actually very
and you
similar.
just-
Yeah.
I did that one fucking time, Greg, and I am so tired of you bringing it up.
Twice.
Okay, well, listen.
It was
Maybe
the same bear, but
This explains why Courtney doesn't have hands anymore.
Well, she kept getting up, and she's surprisingly fast.
she caught up with you, had that look in her eye, and you're like pushed her down again because then she was after you, and her and the bear were after you.
She's surprisingly nimble.
She has a little spider monkey.
She really
I
does.
have you guys know anybody who mosquitoes just don't go to? Like I have a buddy
Yes.
who he
I have a
just
friend who
never gets he never gets bit by a mosquito ever. Like they just don't like
I rarely do. I do get bit, but I rarely get bit.
him.
Like they just don't.
Even in
bit
like climates, because
all-
I mean you're from the south, so like you've been around places that have a ton of mosquitoes.
Yeah,
and they don't.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I mean, I would. I mean, I do. I would say like every year I'd get bit. Like I'd get 1 or 2 mosquito bites like the whole summer, right?
Wow.
In spring, yeah. So
That's.
I mean, I have allergies. I have bad bones. I have terrible joints.
Yeah,
I probably
You
have
have poor muscle
hyperthyroidism.
tone.
yeah. You're made of glass.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why mosquitoes. I don't have.
Yeah, that's
blood.
true. They don't want to bite glass.
I think
so.
I have really low platelets and really low white blood cells. I wonder if that has something to do with it.
That could be.
Yeah.
I don't know, Greg.
Greg, yeah. Am I?
Let me weigh in here.
As our resident mosquito expert.
I have no fucking idea, man.
Do you guys want to know something interesting about malaria?
Yes.
So you know how only black people get sickle cell anemia?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's and the reason for that is that
Wait, is it only black, or they just get it in the highest numbers?
no, it's only black.
Like a white person would never get sickle cell anemia?
No.
I don't know if that's true.
So I listened to this whole book about mosquitoes, and I know because I'm weird. But
That is actually really weird.
yeah, and
I just typed in, "Can white people?" and my computer filled in, "Say the N-word."
no.
The answer is no.
I don't want to know that. I don't want to know that, Google.
Why are so many people searching that?
That is a weird. Like it's like how do I know when I'm racist?
Seriously, only 1 in every 333 white newborns carries the sickle cell trait.
Oh, interesting. Because the book that I read, right? I'm definitely, but the book that
Well,
I
you
read.
listened to it.
Did you write that book?
No. It's a really fascinating book, but believe it or not, but it was saying that basically because because people with sickle cell cannot get malaria, and so they believe that it was a evolutionary jump because at the time they think it goes back about 11,000 years ago, and so they think at the time, people they lived to 35, that's the thing. A sickle cell doesn't actually really affect your health until you get into your 30s is when it becomes very.
John, life's over by then anyway. Shit.
Well,
Yeah.
it was
Mine was terrible since
shit,
then.
it was 1,000 years ago, right? So, all
Yeah.
Huh.
right. I'm sorry. I know you guys.
No, that
don't
actually,
care.
yeah, I honestly did not know that white people can't get sickle cell. Well,
I guess 1 in 350 can. Is that what you said?
Something like that. It seems like more than just black people get it.
So
Man.
here's the important question. Are white people allowed to say the N-word or not?
No.
What did you find out, Greg?
no, I didn't. You think I'm going to click on that shit? No, thank you. All right, let's get into the history of dengue, because how are we going to defeat history if we don't know the history of dengue? And by, defeating history or whatever, you're going to try and eradicate dengue. So defeat dengue. Let's go. The origins. Although dengue has been known by several names throughout the world, the term dengue has been universally adapted. The origin of the term dengue may be traced to a Swahili word for the disease, Kidingapepo. The earliest description of an illness called dengue can be found in Spanish written records from 1800. It's been around for a minute. The term dengue or dengue had also been used to designate the disease during outbreaks in East Africa and the West Indies during the early 19th century. It was only after 1828 outbreak in Cuba that the Spanish word dengue came into general use, which continues to this very day, but might not be tomorrow. We never know. Never know what tomorrow holds.
It could be no tomorrow. We don't know.
There could be. The earliest historical evidence of dengue, like illnesses, were found in China in 992 AD. They described the disease as water poison and noted it to be associated with flying insects. The first account of a disease resembling symptoms of dengue was reported in Philadelphia in 1780.
The first case or the first case in this country?
Yeah, in this country. Sorry,
Yeah.
I meant to say that.
No,
My bad. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Kevin. Fuck.
I was just like, that originated here? That's surprising to me.
And there's a movie coming out about that guy, and Tom Hanks is going to play him. He's going to get down to like 90 pounds. So
He's good at that.
Give him the Oscar now.
It's going to be called Philadelphia Part 2. So
Philadelphia dengue. In the year 1906.
Philadelphia too. If AIDS doesn't get you, dengue might.
It was probably more deadly in 1780, right, than AIDS is now.
I would assume, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, I think it's safe.
We don't know.
That's true.
I'm sure there's a graph out there somewhere I could find.
You didn't find any graphs?
Where do you think there's a graph that tracks dengue in 1780 compared to AIDS now?
If there's
I
not,
wanna
if
see
there's not
that
one that
graph.
exists,
I mean, it's more of a pie chart, but
it should be.
It's a 3D printed pie chart.
It should be a Venn diagram.
Should be. It actually should be. Yeah.
In the year 1906, Thomas Lane Bancroft suggested that the mosquito vector Aedes aegypti transmitted dengue, and following year in 1907, Ashburn and Craig proved that dengue was caused by a virus. Japanese scientists were first to discover the DENV-1 in 1943. Subsequently, in 1944, DENV2 was discovered by Albert Sabin. The first documented cases of the severe form of dengue were seen in Thailand and the Philippines during the 1950s. This severe form of dengue subsequently spread throughout Southeast Asia and expanded globally. Okay. You guys got that?
Yep. It's going round the
Kevin
world.
has something to say. Go ahead, Kevin.
Around the world.
I just wanted to say hi.
Oh, hi. You don't have to raise your hand to do that. Just say
okay.
hi. Okay. Dengue was classified by the... Yeah, John, do you have something to say here?
No, I was just doing what I was just. Oh, I don't know how to turn it off.
Okay, please limit your interruptions. I feel like I'm kind of in the zone of the episode. You know how we all get into that sweet spot?
No. I was gonna say you do seem like you're in the zone.
Yeah, we get in that sweet spot where we're just spitting facts that we're just reading for the first time now.
Just reading the articles.
Just reading the articles some scientist wrote.
He didn't have time to cut and paste, so he literally is. He's like, so scientists wrote, "Hey, did you guys know there's a cell at Target?" Because he copied the ads onto his Word doc as well as the.
It's better than I used to do it. Like I used to just get silly putty, put it down on the newspaper, and just read it.
That is a
a
That is
reference
not a
that
current reference.
nobody will get. So
Okay, guys.
Certainly, I remember that too.
How I used to do the podcast that way?
No, how I remember that, putting silly putty in newspapers.
If you guys want to hear more about dengue?
sure.
Do
I think
we?
that's why I came for the dengue. I stayed for the dengue.
Dengue was classified by the World Health Organization in 2012 as the most important mosquito-borne.
you?
That deaf, dumb, blind mosquito sure played a mean pin. Dun, 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 dun.
Thought I was
Mosquito
about
gave me
to-
hell of a fever.
How do you think he does it? He bit me. What makes him so mean?
He's a mosquito. Sorry.
Even on my favorite table, he
So
can
please,
be my best.
please give us more dengue facts.
Mosquito.
Okay, guys.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
In 2012, let's see, it was the most important mosquito-borne viral disease in the world. Dengue is also the world's most rapidly spreading and geographically widespread mosquito-borne disease. WHO has reported that there has been a marked rise of annual dengue cases since the 1950s. Dengue epidemics are observed to be larger, more frequent, and associated with more severe disease than they were in the past. Up to 3.6 billion people are estimated to now live in tropical and subtropical areas where the dengue viruses have the potential to be transmitted. Globally, it is estimated that approximately 50 million to 200 million dengue infections, 500,000 cases of severe dengue, and over 20,000 dengue-related deaths occur each.
Each. That means for every person that gets dengue, 20,000 people die from it.
Kevin, I'm going to call it Kevin.
Yeah.
Guy with the bangs in the back.
I have something to say. Yeah. How many people die of dengue every year?
20,000.
He knew that because I just said it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were stupid.
It was
You're
a
being-
sarcastic question.
Right.
Kevin, did you have something else to add?
Fuck you, John.
Again, you don't have to raise your hand to say that.
Oh, I just say it.
Just say it.
I appreciate the hand raising. I think it makes it more civilized, less of a sting.
So 20,000 per year die from dengue. How many die from malaria? Would you say? I'm just curious.
I'll let you know when it's my turn to do the next podcast.
Oh man.
Sorry. Because I'm going to do it on malaria.
Are you looking it up, Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, while you're looking it up, I'm going to spit out some more information. The geographical distribution of dengue is linked to the area.
619,000 in 2021.
From
That's
malaria?
a lot.
Jesus.
God, I really should have done it on malaria. Dengue
Yeah,
seems
you're really
nothing.
like dengue is pathetic.
How many?
Well,
Wow, that's insane.
4 million, you said?
Wait, what?
What'd you say?
4 million.
I don't know. What'd you say?
619,000.
Oh, that's not a lot.
John Banks.
It's
Way more than dengue, John.
That's a lot of people. 20,000 is a lot of people.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you look at things that can kill you, like tuberculosis, that kills 1.6 million people a year.
Still?
You don't know
still.
that.
It's the biggest killer out there.
What about heart disease?
What?
As
That
far
can't be
as,
the
like,
biggest killer.
Like viruses and bacterial infections. So not of TB is the number one killer in the world of people.
Consumption?
Yes, consumption still to this day.
Huh.
Did you guys ever get tacos and ask for consomme?
What?
It's good. It just reminded me of consumption.
Yeah, no. It's very good. It's very good. No, but don't get confused and order tacos and ask if you can consummate to the.
Or get consumption. Is there any TB in this taco?
It's tricky. It's tricky when you,
You
order.
are at a Taco Bell, so probably.
Okay, guys, the geographical distribution of dengue is linked to the areas where the mosquito species Aedes aegypti and Aedes albopictus can be
Thank
found.
you for clarifying that.
You're welcome. Uncontrolled urbanization.
You don't have to read the
expanding
whole article.
Do you want me to just stop?
That was
That's rude. It's rude.
Come on, I'm joking around. It's a comedy podcast. Okay, please continue.
No, I mean, if you
something you were saying, urban areas. There's
The way
Yeah,
for you to-
you're talking about
to be
urban
funny is to just
urban cowboy. I can't remember what you
Yeah.
were talking about.
You guys realize that it only hurts because it's true. If it
Well,
wasn't true,
What did I
then-
say to you when you said to me you didn't have a lot of time? I said, "Well, make fun of you, but it'll be fine."
I don't care.
A
lot. I don't care a lot.
I don't care as much as I thought I would.
Uncontrolled urbanization, expanding urban population, poverty, ineffective public health infrastructure, indiscriminate disposal of waste, faster modes of transportation. Hope this goes somewhere. Globalization of trade and increased international travel have all been implicated as factors leading to the spread of dengue around the world.
But isn't it like mosquitoes are obviously much less in urban environments? You said that urbanization,
anymore, right?
No,
Well,
they're
When
not.
I lived in
populations-
Chicago, there was way less mosquitoes than when I lived in the suburbs of Chicago.
Right, but I guess as you're pushing into like urban areas or pushing into environments, and you have a more you have a higher concentration of people per mile than you would like even if you have like crazy mosquitoes out in the rural area. It just would be, I think, less infection because there's less people to get infected.
Because there's just less people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you trying to tell me that this article that I just read 5 minutes ago and didn't even know existed 6 minutes ago is wrong?
No, I'm agreeing with the
I'm
article.
asking
Not John,
questions.
Kevin.
I'm asking questions. I'm trying to have a dialogue with you, Greg.
Oh.
That's not what we do here, Kevin.
No, we just yell at each other.
The assumption is that I have any more information about this than you do.
You
I'm
do.
just-
You have
That's
you
fun.
have it in front of you. I guess we could both pull up Wikipedia. We'd all be on the same page. But
Unless it's in the next fucking paragraph, I don't fucking know.
I'm just trying to make conversation. You know what? I'll just be funny. I'll be the funny one. All right, that's fine.
no,
Well,
don't do
it'll
that.
be the first time for that. I'm ready to laugh. Let me know, Kevin, when it
You
happens.
gotta set me up.
I'm the straight man, and you were not
Abbott
giving
and-
me the material I need to be the straight man.
Abbott and Costello over here. Fucking so needy. We do a lot of work to make you people laugh out there, listeners. So maybe, I don't know. We are, yeah, that's why we want
send
you
us
to.
a card or something. You know.
or $1 billion.
Yeah, I was going to say a gift card would be nice.
Any chance Elon Musk is a fan?
We will
You go-
work in space.
Go for one of those dorky looking trucks.
Yeah, they're not great.
Well, I still want one. In Malaysia, dengue is predominantly an urban disease due to the abundance of the principal vector Aedes aegypti, which is at close proximity to high densities of susceptible hosts. So there you go.
You could have answered my fucking question if you
I
had
did.
read the article before
I
this
did.
episode.
I didn't know this was coming. It's a surprise to me too.
So maybe Kevin, keep your fucking questions to yourself until the end of the lecture.
Yeah. What have you learned?
Fair enough, Sean.
What a dumb fuck.
This university paid him a lot of money to be here.
It's true.
The states of Selangor, Wilayah, this is going somewhere. Persekutan, Kuala Lumpur, and Johor are the areas that have been largest affected by the disease and are reporting the highest number of cases. Those
That's
are
what my
in Malaysia.
grandpapa always said about Johar.
He
Where,
does.
where is all that? Where did you say that was? You started to say
Malaysia.
Malaysia. Thank you.
Mhm. Okay, guys. So since the notification of dengue was made mandatory in Malaysia since the early 1970s, dengue epidemic activity in Malaysia has been increasing in frequency and intensity over the past 40 years, blah, 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 blah. And there's a bunch of stats that just back that up. Just use your brain.
Back that stat up.
Every 5 fucking years, the fucking rates went higher. Okay? More people died, blah, 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 blah.
Did more people die
don't get
because
so
there were more
angry.
people to die, or did more people die because there was more people dying?
More people died because the disease spread like a motherfucker.
Did it spread like a disease?
It did.
Yeah.
Did you know that dengue fever is also referred to as the break-bone fever due to muscle spasms and joint pain that it causes. Most dengue.
I actually did know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
You did
that's
know
like-
that?
Did you know that, Greg?
It's kind of pathetic that you had to learn that, Greg. If I'm being honest.
You're such a plebe.
Well, I asked the
You're
question.
such a what?
A plebe.
What's that mean?
Oh no. Okay. If you don't know, then you are plebes.
I don't know what a plebe is either.
I don't. I just know it's a derogatory term. Don't ask me to define it.
You don't even know what it
If
is.
you don't know what it means, then you are too.
Can't be talking shit about us when you don't know what the
I think it's
shit
like
talking
a-
means.
I
And
think
how
it
do
was-
you spell it? And is it an acronym?
I don't know.
Well, then you're fucking useless.
Okay.
Greg's face just lit up, so he's clearly Googling.
No. First of all, you know I'm useless when it comes to words. So it's like you're the idiots for asking me.
Greg, what'd you find?
I didn't look it up. I don't care.
God damn
Go to
it.
the next subject.
All
next
right.
part. I mean, do you guys know that there's a vaccine for dengue fever available?
Oh, it's a first year student at a military or naval college in the U.S. So I don't think that's what you are.
God. Thank God you looked it up.
Once
How's
a
it
proud
spelled?
and high-minded group, the new class could look up to the rich in certain contempt and down at the plebes with compassion. Oh, it was a plebeian. I guess a plebeian was like a group of people that got a bad rap over time.
How do you spell it?
Plebe.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would have said PLEEB, and I figured it was an acronym for something.
Hey, at least I knew how to spell it when I Googled it wrong and as the same way you would have, and Google knew what I was doing. So then it was just like, oh, hey, you're an idiot. That's not the word. Here's the word you're looking for.
It says, John, would you like to know if it's okay for you to say the N-word?
I'm like, how is that possible? Looking up plebe.
No matter what you Google, Google's like, do you want to know if you can say the N-word or not?
John,
It's
you
actually-
still can't say the
I'm
N-word.
just looking for a recipe for some Chinese food.
The whole like deep state is actually Google. It's like Google AI. It's actually like the robots have taken over. We just don't know yet.
We could start a conspiracy theory.
Oh yes, we
I
can.
bet that would get traction.
Oh yeah.
I don't think so. The only thing
Are
that
you
ever
kidding
got
me?
traction.
Do you know
the
what
only-
the shit people believe?
The only thing that ever got
Flat Earth.
traction was the flat Earth.
I don't know. The pedophile pizza place was pretty big too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but we didn't cause that.
Oh no! Oh, you're saying something we got
What
traction.
about the
I got you.
conspiracy that the election was stolen?
Mhm.
Like,
I'm beginning to think that's true. It's working on me.
You're coming over.
It's the repetition, man. That's what they do.
Yeah,
That's what
Say
they
it
do.
over
They
and
just
over again.
drive it in your. You guys want to know why dengue fever is concerning?
God, yes.
As
I'm
I
concerned
mentioned
already. So
as I mentioned a moment ago, there's 20,000 deaths each year. Since 2000, the global rate of the disease has increased 8 times over, thanks in part to the dangerous overheating of the planet. 4.2 million cases of the disease were reported last year, and officials expect 2023 to see even fucking more.
So you're saying I should not drive an SUV? Okay.
That's right. And you guys, remember when I mentioned that dengue fever most of the time didn't cause any symptoms with people? That means it's going underreported.
Mm.
What's that mean?
So should
More
I stop
cases than we
cranking up my
know.
lawnmowers and just letting them run?
Yeah.
Lawnmowers are actually one of the largest contributors to climate change.
Yeah.
Because the pollution is
They are
Not
not.
mine.
fucking believable. Is yours electric?
It is.
Lame. That doesn't feel as good when you fucking run over your foot. Hey, did you guys ever see Mad Men?
No.
Oh, John?
The TV show?
Yeah.
Or have I ever seen mad male people?
Have you guys ever heard of toxic masculinity? All right, well, Google up riding lawnmower and Mad Men. Prepare for your jaw to drop.
It says, I just Googled it. It says
right.
riding lawnmower
Forgot it. about
with
that.
Mad Men, but you still can't say the N word if you're white.
Man,
Huh.
Google is
It's
really,
really pushing
hitting
it.
that
Google's
hard.
pushing its agenda. I feel like they're trying to tell you that you can say it, Kevin. So go for it.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
Guys, what's being done to combat dengue fever? Huh?
I would say a whole lot of Jack and shit. That's I don't know.
I really thought you were going to go Jack Daniels or Jack and
Me
Coke.
too. I thought it was a cocktail.
that was
I was looking
that got
for a
me.
drunk.
It was like a left turn. I wasn't expecting it. Thought you were
I
going
thought
to
it
go
was
straight.
Jack and Coke, and I'm like,
Yeah.
how does that work?
Yeah,
But nope, he got us.
he did.
Okay, guys. There's
You know
a
what I haven't had in a
vaccine.
long time? Stoli vanilla and Coke.
Or a Jack
have
and
that?
shit.
That's really good.
I
Yeah.
have not because I don't drink caffeine. So maybe if it's caffeine free, I'm gonna have Stoli vanilla and caffeine.
I don't really drink caffeine either. Well, no, I drink coffee. Oh no, I drink a lot of coffee. I take that completely back.
I don't really drink alcohol. I mean, I have beer every night, but I don't drink alcohol.
I have at least 4 to 7 beers a night, but I don't drink alcohol.
Guys, I don't really breathe that much.
I don't-
Oh, fuck. Oh boy. Nope, I'm wrong. Did I mention what's being done to combat dengue fever? I've tried to, I think. There's a vaccine available.
You did mention that, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going
While
to
ago.
continue with that. Okay, coming back. The WHO recommends children between the ages of 6 and 16 to receive the Takeda pharmaceuticals to dengue vaccine in regions affected by the disease. Additionally, experts stop laughing, John. You I was having fun with words just like you do.
We all know I get words wrong all the time, so it just feels so good to me
It
when you
has to
guys
feel good.
fuck it up.
Especially with how much that man gives you shit
You
about
do
it.
give me some. You give me shit about everything. Like
Lots of
all
stuff.
you
Someone-
do is just hurt me.
Sounds like my complex. My complex bullying is working.
It is.
Did we ever? We did an episode on bullying. I did the episode.
Yeah.
on
You just every episode you bully me. So,
I actually recall you bullying us a lot during the episode on bullying.
yeah.
Hey, did either of you guys have you guys gotten the COVID vaccine? The
No.
newest one? Are you gonna?
No.
How come?
Because I think the government's trying to chip me. No, because it just because every
See,
time I
we're
do
all-
that,
Is it the beard? The beard has made you a conspiracy
yeah,
theorist? Is
the
that
beard and the hat. The beard and the hat. So I was
Yeah.
fine until I put the hat on, and then I'm listening.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the government's out to get me. No, because I get so sick from them every time,
Yeah.
and
That's
and
because it's giving you fucking problems. Duh.
Well,
But you get, I mean, if you get
No,
really sick,
but I get
from it,
it just feel like one time I couldn't, it like dehydrated me and I couldn't fucking move for 4 hours, and then
Can conjugate a verb.
I could not do that. I couldn't get pharmaceuticals.
hey,
from the
but
pharmacist.
John, you've had COVID twice now, right?
Yeah.
And it absolutely
Well, I
kicked
think
your ass both times.
I think I've had it 3 times. No. So the first time it kicked my ass. The second time it was that, and then the third time it was like my stomach sucked for like 3 or 4 days. But honestly, I would rather be sick for 3 or 4 days than feel the way the vaccines have made me feel all 3 times or 4 times or whatever. Like after whatever number. Like I took it up until this one, and this one I'm not going to do because it doesn't prevent you, and it's supposed to shorten your symptoms. But so far, my experience is the vaccine sucks more for me than
Yeah.
the being sick. And
I'm getting it
yeah.
this week.
You haven't been the right amount of sick yet, John.
Yeah.
Well, the first one fucked me up, man. The
Well,
first one
then
was-
you should get the fucking vaccine.
But then the second, the third time, it didn't.
I was pretty fucked up when I got it. Not as bad as you guys, but I was pretty. It was the worst. It was the sickest I've ever been.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No. So I'm actually, because we're traveling. This is gonna be really boring for the listeners. We're traveling in
boring for
early
us, too.
December, and so I am gonna get it. I'm gonna get that and the flu vaccine.
Wait, you're gonna get COVID?
I'm definitely doing
Well,
the flu.
yeah,
vaccine.
they're giving me the vaccine, so that gives me COVID, right?
Yeah.
I thought we want COVID. Do we not want COVID? I'm so confused.
It does go a lot of different directions at once.
And why are we
Hard to
still
tell.
calling it COVID-19? Because it's 2023 and it's a new variant. So the variant should change every year.
I'm not
should be
still
COVID,
calling
yeah.
it COVID-19.
Why?
I'm-
I have a question. How come? Why do we keep having to have more chips put in us through the vaccine? How many chips do I need? I've had 3 vaccines. No, two or three vaccines. How many chips need to be in me?
So the
You need to
problem
be
is
about the size of a can of Pringles.
the first 3 times they made a mistake and they put Doritos into the vaccine, a misunderstanding that we're supposed to be microchipped so that they can track us. So
That would
this is
actually
the one.
explain why every time I burp, I taste Cool Ranch Doritos, no matter what. No matter what I've eaten.
And I bleed blue and green blood now.
It doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem normal.
But
And
the
my
good news
poop-
is I can no longer get dengue fever.
And my
I'm immune.
poops come out in triangles. Thanks, vaccine. There's no good way to pass a triangle.
And I'm telekinetic. I can move things with my mind. So
You got me with there's no good way to pass a triangle. Because I started to think about it and I'm like, that's very true. I don't know what the ideal exit path for that would be. There's no
good way.
there's no relief whatsoever.
It either starts
I guess point first would be the best. But
it either starts painfully or ends painfully. It'd be better if the vaccines were like those what are those scoop chips? What are those things called? That look like little ice cream
Tostito
cones?
scoops.
Mosquito scoops, yeah.
No, not those. The ones that look like little ice cream cones.
What the
They're
fuck are
chips.
you talking about?
Are they ice
Hold
cream
on,
cones?
I'm gonna tell you what they're called. Hold on a second.
They're made of metal and they got like a ball on the end, and then
They've got a motor in them.
and you cut grass with it. What is
Like,
that?
why am I the only one who knows what this is?
Hold on.
I can't believe he's Googling this.
I love how you guess something, and then the way he responds is like, "You're this stupid." No,
No.
why would it be a Tito scoop?
Oh, bugles.
Oh,
Bugles.
all
Why
right.
did
I
you
guess
say the one shaped like bugles.
If they're shaped
that would make more sense.
because I couldn't remember the word bugle.
Bugles
and
are-
also
They're
it's
disgusting.
also it's still not okay to use the N word.
Oh, is that really? They told you that?
That's what it said. It's pretty thorough. All right, guys. So let's see, where were we? Oh, let's look towards the future, and then we're gonna wrap this shit up.
Okay.
Okay, so there's potential for a vaccine. With climate change, it's going to increase numbers of some people with fucking the disease. Turns out it's not. I mean, I guess if you die from it, it's terrible. But if you don't, most people don't.
I mean,
even
but
have
here's the
symptoms.
thing, right? Like 20,000 people, and I'm not saying that's not a lot of people, but 20,000 people a year, like more people die in car wrecks, like more people die
Right.
in car wrecks in this country. So you're talking about globally, 20,000 people die. So like if the thing, and I don't want to die. I want to live to like 122 as long as they're able to replace my body. No. If they can give me like a 25-year-old body at 70, yeah. Which I think they're going to be able to. I believe in go science.
You are going to just masturbate so much if you have a 25-year-old body at that age.
John, it's not your body you need to worry about; it's your mind. Because I don't think you know where the sentence is going.
I don't even know where. Yeah, I don't anymore. Like I'm so distracted. I don't know what I was talking about.
I've forgotten the topic.
Who the fuck are you people?
Why am I wearing diapers? Oh, that explains it.
So, yeah. So 20,000 people it's not a lot of people. When you have like 44,000 people die in a year or something like that, like in car wrecks here, and then, I mean, who knows how many people died in mass shootings? I don't even know that number. So
Yeah, but in fairness, I needed a topic.
Why can't we? Oh, there we go. We take mass shooters and we move them down south, and then they just go out and they hunt mosquitoes. Look,
Oh my God!
2
Please.
birds, 1 stone.
I hate mosquitoes so
You're
much.
welcome. Like in Florida, they actually breed. They have these mosquitoes they breed. They go out and they can't get pregnant, and so the mosquitoes actually die off. So they make a lot of the females sterile somehow, and then they go out and they don't get pregnant, and then. But
Aren't mosquitoes too one of those? They're not really necessary,
Yeah, we don't need them.
right? They're like there's animals that eat them, but they could eat something else. Like they're not necessarily a vital part to the food chain.
No, but they believe they go back like in the time of the dinosaurs. They believe they've been here for like,
They can
tens
either
of millions
eat
of years.
Did they kill the dinosaurs with the dengue thing?
Yeah.
what that animal could eat is either mosquitoes or pandas, and pandas are super cute. So we've been keeping mosquitoes around.
Wait, dinosaurs eat pandas? Is that what you said?
No, I didn't say dinosaurs.
That's
but you
gonna
said
freak my son out
not
because
as
he
much
loves both of those.
not as much as passing a Cool Ranch Dorito.
Is it what kind of triangle is it? Is it an
It's not a
isosceles?
pyramid. If it was a pyramid, that'd be bad.
No, I think it's got to be like the Dorito. The Dorito is what's the one that's even on all
We're
sides?
thinking about this in 2 dimensions, but if it was a triangle that was like a tube,
Like a pyramid shape.
right? Yeah, like that was just like a giant.
I'm thinking about it in well, it's obviously 3-dimensional. I'm thinking of a Dorito.
Yeah,
I'm just
me too.
picturing a Dorito.
Right.
It is 3-dimensional, but it's super thin. But if it was
Mhm.
shaped like a pyramid,
Yeah.
you definitely want to poop it point first.
I think either way you want to go point first because it's got to open things up slowly.
Painfully.
You can't go right in, like I mean,
Would that be wait? Would that change?
you don't
the
just jam a dildo in your ass. You got to go in slowly.
if you poop triangles, does that change sex toys? Are sex toys now triangles?
Yes.
You mean because you've widened yourself out to a point where you need
like
something else?
those penis shaped sex toys are they're not gonna do the trick anymore.
They're gonna be too tame.
Yeah, not gonna hit your kink,
You've ruined it.
your G spot.
Okay, can we wrap it up?
Yes, please. Because I can't unthink what we've been doing.
Okay, guys, last call. The only way to solve this dengue thing is to not get bit by mosquito or for the climate to be not changed. But even with before climate change was known to happen, fucking people still got dengue. So I think we're stuck with it until John
Man, that's so
figures a
deep.
way, man. So just be vigilant.
Greg,
and
give me a second to let this marinate because this is big.
keep an eye out, man.
So listen,
I'm just saying.
Keep
I'm just
an
saying.
eye out, man.
Keep an eye out, man.
don't hang
don't
out
wanna-
mosquito bars.
You don't want it. You don't want it. Even if it's like low probability of you suffering ill effects. Yeah, but why take the risk?
Yeah.
Put on a seatbelt, man. Wear a condom. Stay indoors. If you see mosquito,
Get some of those bug
Distract it.
zappers. Get some of them lights that kill the
Dude, just
bugs.
cover yourself in DEET. You'll be
Yeah.
fine.
yeah.
I've been using Deep Woods off for a long time, and I don't have any weird side effects.
That shit works though. It does work.
Oh my god, it's the best. I
Yeah.
mean, it totally works. You get the stuff that's DEET free, and no, it doesn't work.
It works sometimes. All right,
It does
guys. So that's
Who we
it.
cheersing to?
Oh right.
Cheers. Here's to all the mosquitoes that
What?
we're gonna cheers mosquitoes and the ones that don't transmit fucking dengue.
All right, well,
I
cheers.
think we should just cheers the ones that are benign, just bite you and make you scratch, make you itch for a little
I
while.
don't like those either, though.
It's
fuck
better
mosquitoes.
than dengue. Fuck mosquitoes.
Good night, everybody.